Hey guys, this is going to be a little bit of a different video today. Today I'm going to be reviewing Mugsy's jeans. Now look, I'm not a fashion reviewer. I'm just a guy, a normal guy that likes comfortable clothes. But one of the things that I've always struggled with is finding jeans that have like a decent fit, that have some stretch to them. Maybe this sounds weird, but for whatever reason, it always seems like women's clothes always has like a ton of stretch to it, which makes it comfortable for squatting. You know, not that I've worn any, but just what I've heard. But there was never any men's pants that had any of those things. And I tried like some ones that you would see in the mall and probably not like super great brands anyway that claim to have stretch, but they were never that good. And so I stumbled upon this brand, Mugsy's, actually on a Facebook ad. And it wasn't until after a few times of seeing it that I was like, okay, you know what? I'm just going to pull the trigger and let's see what happens. So let's review these. I have two models here that I've purchased. I've tried them on and everything. I'll show you what it looks like with them on. So these are sort of their entry. They have different levels of jeans. They have a lot of varieties. Most of them cost around $98 or $95, one of the two. These are they call them entry level jeans. So these are $78, but they supposedly still have a high stretch. The thing that Mugsy's always cultivates is that their jeans stretch a lot. And so I'm going to go through that with you. I'm going to stretch them out because you see videos of them doing it in the on their website, but you know, it's good to have the real deal to see what it's like. And overall, I'm just going to say up front that I really like these. They also make chinos, and I'm going to review those in another video. So let's go over these. So these are the Kinseys, and they are just your standard sort of blue jean. And then these are the Mags, which is sort of a dark gray. On the website, it looks a little lighter than what I've received here, but otherwise, these are sort of what you have to have as an option for dealing with the entry-level jeans. So we'll talk a little bit about looks first. So as far as looks, for the Kinseys, they have these, granted, again, I'm not a fashion reviewer, so you'll have to excuse my layman speak, but you have sort of these whiskering patterns, I believe is what they called, or bleaching patterns, which looks, you know, modern, looks trendy. It's a little bit washed out on the front, and on the button they have the Mugsy's logo, and then the back of them is really their trademark for their jeans is having the Mugsy blue. I think it's blue. I'm slightly colorblind. The Mugsy blue. I don't know what this thing. It's this leather patch, and it actually is a hole where you can put a belt. And so that is really neat and kind of an interesting feature. If we look at the inside, the pockets have this sort of neat pinstriping on the inside, and it tells you what it's made out of. It's made, and they don't say this on their website. Hopefully this isn't like top secret or something, but it's 68% cotton, 23% polyester, 8% rayon, and surprisingly enough, only 1% spandex. Maybe some other, probably those other things stretch a little bit too. But given how much these things stretch, which I'll talk about later, it's pretty neat. So aside from that, it is sort of your typical slim fit. So this is kind of what it looks like with me wearing it. Granted, this is after having washed it and dried it. They say don't dry it, but I do anyway. I tumble dry it, usually on low heat, because I just haven't really had an issue with it. And there's really not been any problem with it. It is a slim fit, but it's not skinny. I didn't want a skinny jean, and this really fits the bill. So let's talk about the stretch, because that's probably what a lot of you have come here for. And there certainly is a lot of stretch in these, a lot of stretch in these jeans. Like more so than in a lot of men's clothing. But the interesting thing about it is that it looks exactly like jeans. I mean, they are jeans, but given the amount of stretch they have, they don't really look that much different than a traditional pair of like Levi's or something, which is really neat because they have the traditional jeans look, but they have these very neat and very functional stretch. And so they do stretch horizontally and they do stretch vertically, which is neat. The vertical isn't quite, well, if you stretch it from two different points, it's pretty noticeable. Side to side is definitely more noticeable. And then the way they pull at it at an angle on the website, you can definitely see where it stretches a lot. The fit is really good. I am 145 pounds. I'm 5'9", and I'm currently wearing a 3130. And out of the bag, when I bought these were a good fit. I don't need to wear a belt with these, and I think that the level of the slim fit nature of it is exactly what I would want. Moving on to the mags. So the mags are their dark gray variety, and they share a lot of similarities. So they still have the button with their Mugsy logo. On this one, there is still a little bit of that, I guess you call it whiskering or feathering, whatever you want to call it, across sort of the front of the thigh, and then some of the washed out nature around the knee area. And then the back still has that famous Mugsy, or I guess maybe not famous yet, but their unique Mugsy insignia on the back, their leather patch. And again, it is an opening, so if your belt is narrow enough to fit through there, then you can certainly use it. And that kind of helps make it pop. And if you don't want to make it pop, then just put your belt over it. It still has the pinstriping on the inside of the jeans. And these are made out of the same material as the other. As far as the zip goes, I'm probably getting more detailed than what you wanted. The zip is very good. It's very smooth, and the fit on these is also really good. Here's basically what it looks like on, and yeah, the fit is pretty much identical to the Kinseys. They fit really well out of the bag. I haven't washed these yet, actually, so you can kind of see how these look compared to the other ones. So you can sort of compare and contrast to see the amount of shrink that occurs after washing and drying. But overall, there's honestly nothing glaringly wrong with these. The fit is really good. The amount of stretch that they have is awesome on them. And, $78 is certainly more than I would usually spend on a pair of jeans, but considering that this is something that I want because I'm a very active person, and there are times when I'm wearing jeans and I don't know, sometimes I need to be able to lunge, sometimes I need to be able to squat, and it's nice to have jeans where I don't feel like I'm just going to like freaking bust out of them with a lot of traditional denim that just has no pull whatsoever. With these, it's fantastic, and I've washed them. There's no snagging that goes on with them. So honestly, they're fantastic. They get really high remarks. I haven't tried any of their more expensive varieties, so I don't know if the material's different or if the stretch is any different, but I can say that if you're looking for an athletic fit jeans so that you can squat, lunge, or really just feel super comfortable. I mean, these are just incredibly comfortable to wear. I mean, they rival sweatpants in terms of comfort, and I'm not even kidding. I probably wouldn't wear them to sleep in because it'd get hot, but they are really damn comfortable. And that's all I got. So I highly recommend it. Again, these are the Kinseys. These are the mags. And in another video, I'm going to go over the chinos. I bought a couple of those for work since I'm a physical therapist and need to be able to squat to demonstrate exercises at work. So be sure to stay tuned for that video. And if you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. If you loved it, subscribe. Like I said, this is somewhat unusual content for me to be doing, but hey, who knows? Maybe I'll do some other stuff like this. All right, take care. I'll see you in the next video.